Hello everybody, welcome to day 3. We're going to continue with multiplication today, but we're going to be looking at something specifically called word problems. Word problems are just a sum written out in a sentence, and we need to work out what it's asking us, but we're lucky today because we know it's multiplication. We don't need to think, is it an add, is it a take, is it a divide? We know it's a times. So learning reminders, here we've got some of the things we looked at yesterday. We've got an array. We've got a number line, we've got jumps on the number line. This one uses a word problem and they've written an array to show it. I have bought 7 packets of football stickers, each has 5 stickers. So what do we look for? Just look for the numbers it's telling us. We've got a 7 and a 5. A 5 and a 7. So here they've done an array, 7 down and 5 lots of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they've gone, that's 5 times across. So the sum really here, year 2, is just 7 times 5. Now you could count the dots on the array if you wanted to. But I'm going to count up in my 5s just because I like to do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 7, sorry this pen isn't amazing on there, 7 times 5 is 35, and I hope yours is much neater in your books. So here we've got 7 lots of, because that's our multiple, 5. 7 lots of 5, 7 times 5. You could count them, we've done it as 35, I could prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. There we go. We know it's 35, we've proved it, we've checked it. When you're doing arrays, it has to be neat. It has to be nice, neat rows. It can't be higgledy-piggledy all over. They've shown they're learning even further, or they're understanding even further by doing jumps of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. If I need to show that, that's be 1, 2, 3, 4, really tricky, 5, 6, 7. 7 lots of 5 is 35. So they've shown us that. Just another way to prove it, really, the prove it strategy. So as we move on here, more learning reminders. So I've got another question. You have bought 7 packets of hair bubbles. Each packet contains 3 bubbles. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my 2 numbers, 7 and 3. I know there's 7 packets of 3, so I know that that's lots of. 7 lots of 3. There they've got 7 lots of 3. You could look that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is the same as 3 lots of 7. 1, 2, 3. We know, and they've told us here, but if we was to count those, it's 21. But the sum is 7 times 3. If you're unsure of your 3 times table, you could count the dots. You could do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 21. And if you want to count the dots, you can do. I'm not going to do that again, but it's 21. And here they've shown their extra learning by counting through in the 7 lots of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just another way of understanding. If you know your times tables, you can count up. But the important thing on this is don't get confused by the words. Look at the sum, look at the numbers, 7 and 3, 7 lots of 3 or 3 lots of 7. And then you can work out what the question is asking you. So here we are, we've got some examples. William buys 6 tins of tennis balls. Now, all these things, it doesn't matter what the item is. It could be sweets, it could be fish, it doesn't matter. It's 6 of something. There are 5 balls in each one, so in each of that something there are 5. My key information is 6 and 5. How many balls does he have altogether? 6 tins of 5. So it's 6 lots of 5, because in each of those there are 5. Now I think in class we may sometimes have even drawn that out. If you wanted, you could have drawn perhaps, if it really helped you to visualize it, we'll draw 6 tins. It's quite tricky for me to draw 6 tins here, but let's just have a go. This isn't my preferred strategy, but it's just another way to show you. In fact, you're probably better using an array once you work out. But if you can't think, well, what is this sum asking me? Then that's no problem. I'm not going to draw real tennis balls, obviously. I just like to use dots. But there I've got my 6 tins, and I can put 5 in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too dissimilar to an array. But it helps that helps you count them by drawing your 6 tins and drawing your 5 balls. Go for it, okay? But equally, you've got a number line, we've got an array, or you might be able to count up. We can do our count. I'm going to count up. In fact, let's count these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So my answer should be 30. I'm going to check it by my multiplication strategy by counting in my 5s. 6 times 5, I'll use my fingers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I've got 6 fingers up. 6 lots of 5 is 30. Okay, so you can work through the other ones. We know these are multiplications, so they shouldn't be too tricky. Look at the numbers and look what it's asking you to work out. If you need to draw it, draw it. If you want a number line, use a number line. If you prefer an array, use an array. Okay, whatever you're happy with. Hot challenge. Nothing much too different on here. It might just include some sums that we wouldn't ordinarily do. With the 4s and the 6s, you might need an array because they're not normally in our year 2 understanding of timetables. Let's read it. Scarlett's aunt gives her 4 packets of hair clips. Each packet contains 6 clips. How many? 6 lots of 4, isn't it? Now I like this extra step in this one. Georgia buys 5 packets of football cards. Each has 6. Easy peasy. We know it's 6 lots of 5. And if we remember from here, it's 30. 6 lots of 5. Then it goes one step further. She gives half to Jude. So now you've got an extra step. So they call this a 2-step problem. So now I've got my 30. If it's half, I divide it by 2. So linking in to previous learning from Monday, I can either draw it out and look at half, can do a dot at the top, dot at the bottom, and do lines of 30. I could count up in my 2s to get to 30 and see how many I've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I did that on my fingers. I went up and I know I had 15 fingers up. Okay. So these are an extra step, just linking into early learning. Okay. And you can work your way through those. I'm not going to read them all for you. You can see them and you can read them. And it's just, when we say all together, that's quite a good one. It means adding them. Total means the same, adding them. So it's just nice that these have an extra step on them to challenge you one step further. Answers, we'll scoot past the answers. A little bit stuck. A little activity here, good dog. You can read through it, but you'll need 6 puppies, 6 dog biscuits. Not real dogs, but it doesn't have to be those things. But whatever you like. I'll just see if there's some. Yeah, you've got your dog biscuits there. And you've got your 6 puppies. So they will help you with your activity should you wish to do them, but it's just a visual activity for you to separate them on Monday. All the puppies were good doggy. Put them in a line, give each puppy 2 biscuits. So you put the biscuits in, count along in 2s. 6 puppies have 2 biscuits each. How many altogether? Okay, so you just be able to count them. And it's 6 lots of 2. And when you're putting the cookies for the dogs, or the biscuits for the dogs, that should be 12 for that first one. So if you want to do that activity, that should just help you with a visual representation of the dogs. Loads of them, beautiful dogs. So just to finalise this one with your check your understanding, Tammy has 5 pages of stickers. There are 8 stickers on each page. So a word problem just like the rest. So it's 8 and 5. So it's either 5 lots of 8, if you know that, or 8 lots of 5. 5 times 8. We know 5 times 8 equals, we know it's the same as 8 times 5, because that's just the inverse. I know which one I will be doing, counting up in. So it's just tricky sometimes to write with this pen. I'm not going to do the answer for you. This is your understanding, so you write those out for us. Okay? Enjoy that year 2. Take care.